In this lesson, we will create a 4-step slide. We will copy elements we already have on the presentation and utilize their animations. Okay, we are doing good progress. Let's move forward with the presentation. Right now, we will create a slide with a 4-step process. This is a very useful thing to do, and this fits every kind of presentation. So I go ahead and create a new slide. I delete everything as usual, and I will copy as much things as possible from the previous slide. I copy the title. Then I copy one of the boxes to prepare text boxes for us. I delete the icon, the background from it, and I place step 1. I center it in the middle. I make it a bit bigger. Also, the text could be a bit bigger because it will be more important on this slide. And I copy this 4 times. Since I would like to show you on each slide something new, let's copy the line from before. I take it to this slide. We change its position to be horizontal. I also format the shape to have rounded cap types, so it looks a bit nicer. I make it longer to cover up all the 4 steps. And now I will again try to use the rounded ends. Maybe this time it works out, because as you see, I've changed it here. Now we should place 4 icons here to represent each step. To not waste any time, I copy the icons from the previous slide. I copy all 4 and I take them to this slide. They already look pretty nice. I just need to position them right. Deselect them by holding the Shift key. Okay, they are positioned. The next step will be changing their colors. I would like them to be filled. So I choose the eyedropper and I fill the shape and I use no outline. Next, I will make all of the icons white. So I go to Shape Fill by clicking on the icon and make it white. Let's wait till I complete all 4 of them. I've colored all of the icons. I just want to add one last thing to make it look nicer. I go to Shapes. I go to the circle. And by holding the Shift key, I make, as always, a perfect circle. I move it a bit around. I go to Format Shape to have the options here. And I change its color to white, the fill color, and the line color to the one that is on the icon. I want also to change the dash type to rounded dots to create a nice little background for this icon. Right now I only have to go to Drawing Tools, Send Backboards, Send to Back, and my icon is ready. If you didn't meet the size, you can simply resize it by holding the Shift key. If you hold the left Control key, you resize it towards the middle. So it's also important to know. Right now, since I'm done with it, I simply copy it over to all of the icons and I change the line color to the color here, always sending it to back. I finished the circles and I just wanted to show you that you can play around with circles and create really good effects. I think the circles are a little bit too big, so I select all 4 of them, and by holding the left Shift, the left Control and the left Alt key, I can freely resize the circles. I make them a little bit smaller, and voila, I think this looks good. We are ready designing the slide. I only group up all of the icons because they will be easier to animate. The animations in this slide will be really simple. We are almost done. I select all of those icons and I put them on the line. They could be a bit bigger, so I select them, I make them bigger, and everything is ready. The line is completely in the back. I make sure once again so it is, and we can start animating this slide. The animations will be very simple. I go to Animations, once again Animation pane. Of course our features are already ready. I delete all the rest. I want everything to appear immediately. I only select the big icons. I hit this button and I go to Grow Shrink. I click on Grow Shrink because I want each step to grow while I will be explaining them. So as you see on the right side, 4 animations have appeared. They are taking a bit too long, so in bulk, I reduce the duration, and on each animation, I click Start on Click. Once we've done that, the slide is completely ready. Watch now, how would it like on a presentation? The entire slide would show, and as I would explain the first step, the second step, the third step, and the fourth step, everything would get bigger and people would know what I'm currently talking about. So I think this little technique will help you, and it's a useful thing to do in any kind of presentation. As you see, we are going along and have already 4 slides ready, and it will get even more interesting. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next lesson.